Every day, millions of Americans cross steel bridges. The American Institute of Steel Construction and the National Steel Bridge Alliance have recognized the best of those bridges since 1928. The Prize Bridge Awards are the industry's most prestigious design honor. This year, the judges selected 8 remarkable bridges from across the country. These bridges span rivers, roads, and in one case, an airport taxiway. But they all have one thing in common: communities rely on them. Let's start with the major span category. Washington's new Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge takes the National Award. The designers chose grade 70 steel to provide extra strength where it was needed between the arches while maintaining a consistent structure depth.
Yeah, this was really the standout project, I think, of this year's judging. It's just a combination of the aesthetic design of the structure as well as the attention to detail. Steel's really the perfect choice for this bridge, given the slender nature of the arches. The design aesthetic that they were going for really requires the high strength and light weight of steel in order to make that work.
The Merit Award for Major Span goes to the Long Beach International Gateway Bridge in Long Beach, California. Steel provided a lightweight superstructure for an economical and innovative approach to seismic design.
So in terms of what the judges saw that made this project stand out was the innovative seismic design that utilizes dampers connecting the suspended steel structure to the towers. That, combined with the extensive use of steel in the suspended structure, the combination of box sections and open sections were appropriate to efficiently carry some of the heaviest loads in the nation.
In the medium span category, the judges gave the National Award to the I-94 2nd Avenue Bridge Network Tied Arch in Detroit, the first unbraced, skewed network tied arch bridge.
The bridge is really an aesthetically appealing bridge, and because of the skew, they actually consciously made the decision to eliminate cross bracing, because if you were to install the cross bracing between the arches on the skew, it would actually have kind of a funny visual effect. And so by making it an unbraced bridge, it really improved the aesthetics and the look of the bridge.
If you drive a few hours east to Lansing, New York, you'll find the Merit Award in this category. The Route 34B over Salmon Creek Bridge replacement. The new bridge keeps the aesthetic spirit of the historic bridge it replaced, but takes advantage of modern 50 KSI weathering steel for an expected century-long service life.
The judges were very impressed that New York State DOT took it upon themselves to design this structure. It's not a conventional beam bridge, it's a rigid frame, and so it's a much different design than most designers these days are used to, and it really fits well in spanning the gorge and really honoring the historic nature of this site.
The concept of building a bridge in the middle of a North Dakota winter is unappealing, to put it mildly. The team behind the Grand Forks County prefabricated bridge took full advantage of off-site fabrication to cut down on construction time in the bitter cold. They won the National Award in the short span category for their efforts.
This bridge is innovative because it uses steel for both the superstructure and substructure. This allowed it to be constructed in the winter months in Fargo. Another unique component to it was that the superstructure was fabricated off-site in Fargo, and they shipped that on site. They were able to construct this bridge within 2 months, and that really limited the detour time for the local agricultural community.
The SR-32 bridge over Stony Creek in Noblesville, Indiana, is part infrastructure project, part research collaboration, and it takes the Merit Award in the short span category for both.
Indiana DOT worked with a design consultant, a research team, fabricators, as well as steel producers to develop a new methodology for press brake tub girders. This extends the applicability and range of this type of structure from previous research. So it was a really great collaboration between a big team.
After international travelers land at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, they take to the skies once again in a massive 700-foot-long pedestrian bridge over an active taxiway. The new SeaTac IIF pedestrian walkway flies off with the National Award in the Special Purpose category.
The crossing of the new pedestrian bridge across the active taxiway is a very unique structural system. It's untraditional in that normally cable stay bridges accentuate the structure, where here, inside an enclosed walkway, it's muted, but the discerning eye should be able to pick it up.
In Emeryville, California, a single, striking red arch supports a new local landmark, the South Bayfront Pedestrian and Bicycle Bridge and Horton Landing Park.
The single arch across the S-shaped deck provides an interesting feature not only for the pedestrians and the bicyclists crossing the deck, but it also provides a little bit of an interesting challenge for engineers that happen across the bridge to try to solve the structural system that went into the design. Steel's the right material for choice on this bridge. It provides a limited structure depth between the top of the deck and the bottom of the structure, while still providing clearance over the top of the railroad.
This year, NSBA is presenting a brand new award, Owner of the Year. A lot goes into an innovative bridge, including economics, design, research, engineering solutions, and project delivery methods. And owners who go the extra mile with projects that move the industry forward deserve recognition. The inaugural Owner of the Year award goes to the Texas Department of Transportation.
Well, TxDOT is a big research-driven DOT, which is really great. It helps a lot of the other DOTs that maybe don't have as much funding available for the research, which then in turn enhances the availability for them to use some of their details and kind of follow their lead. Texas is the shining star in steel bridge research, which perhaps is why they are called the Lone Star State.
You can learn more about all of these bridges and previous winners at aisc.org/prizebridge. AISC and NSBA would like to thank this year's Prize Bridge Award jury for their thoughtful consideration and time. NSBA will start accepting entries for the 2026 Prize Bridge Awards in May of 2025. But we aren't quite done with the 2024 awards. One of these bridges will be named Bridge of the Year, and you can help us choose a winner. Join us at 10:15 a.m. today in room 217D to learn more about this year's finalists.